welcome back to Fan and Flame Dates. We're going through the first season of marriage, Young Love. On this date, we're going to look at dealing with unfinished business. And you know, Karen, when we got married, we both brought, suitcases and
steamers.
Yeah, foot lockers or steamer trunks down the aisle with us. And every couple does. We all have some, emotional baggage that comes with us or family dysfunction that comes with us that will, if not dealt with, impact our marriage. It will come in and a lot of ways that shows itself is through expectations. You came with the expectation that the man is the strong leader, the authoritative. When he spoke, you jumped, and I came from a family that was exactly opposite. Mom was the one who led, Dad was the more passive follower, so I was more in that passive role, and we had that. But, there's some other things that couples have to deal with. So, for example, stereotypes of men or women. That if you grow up, especially if you come from a divorced family, a divorce home, where you might hear from your mom or your dad, men are worthless, men are selfish, women are da-da-da-da-da, fill in the blanks. So we know from the data that kids that are coming from divorced families are more likely to divorce than those who don't. So if you're watching this and your parents have divorced, and you haven't really talked about that before you got married, you want to get together with someone and talk about how you feel about marriage, especially the permanency of it. Are you willing to make that commitment to burn the ship to make it work? And a lot of these couples are. Because their parents divorced, they will not. But yet they have not seen a marriage work. They've not seen a husband and a wife relate. So it's something that they might want to find a marriage mentoring couple to help them deal with that baggage. Or maybe there's someone watching today that's been married before. They've gone through a divorce and now they're remarried. And it would be important for them to deal with the baggage that broke up their first marriage. What were the issues that created the rift, created the divide? Because if they haven't been dealt with, they're going to come into play. And, the things that unwound our first one will unwind the second one. So if you've been wounded by your parents' divorce or your own divorce, we can't urge you enough to stop and get some help. Let's talk to a Christian counselor or a pastor or a friend to begin to work through and think through those issues and to see how they might be playing themselves out in your marriage. And you might even want to talk to your spouse about that if you begin to see some things and if it's a topic that you can discuss. Another form of unfinished business that couples often deal with, and we see this a lot in terms of kids coming out of college, is their debt load. It puts a great deal of financial pressure on the couple. And finances is one of the top 3 things that couples fight about. Kids and money. And we never fought about those for the first 9 years of marriage because we didn't have any of them. We didn't have kids or money, so we didn't have too much to fight about. But, when you bring a debt load in, you're bringing baggage and you're bringing a strain and a stress. So again, if you're dealing with a heavy financial debt there that's kind of weighing you down and causing you some discomfort as a couple, be sure to get with a financial advisor, financial planner, someone who can help you begin to develop a very aggressive means of getting that debt off your back. Because as much baggage as we can unpack and get rid of before we get married is a good thing. But you're watching this probably because you are married, and now we still want to get that stuff out of the bag so that we're not carrying it down the road of life for 30, 40, 50 years, because it won't go away unless we unpack it and take care of it. So pause the video right now, take some time, look at the knee to knee, nose to nose questions, talk about how well you've done with dealing with any unfinished business in your relationship. And we'll look forward to seeing you again next time on FanTheFlameDates.com.